somebody got a stimulus check and you don't know what to spend it on. Wait, before you even think about spending that stimulus check, let me help you out. I'm Debt-Free Joel, and here are a few tips that you can use to spend that money wisely. Stay tuned. So what's the first thing you should do with your money? You need to save some of that money, probably about 10%. Joel, bring up the calculator. So take $1,400 and times that by 10%. That's $140. What you're going to do is you're going to take the $140 and you're going to put it into your savings. Why? Because you're a priority in your life. No one's going to come and bail you out. You need to preserve your wealth and you need to protect your wealth. So what you do is you take that $140 and throw it into your savings. Now, this is not going to help me telling you this, but pause my video and go do that right now because it's so important. You should be doing this every time you get paid, regardless of the situation. So think about it. When you get paid from your job, when you get paid a bonus, when someone gives you free money, government stimulus, no matter what it is, always pay yourself first. I like the 10% rule. So take 10% of that money and throw it into your savings. Trust me, you want to do this. You need to do this. That's the first thing you should do with your money. Save some of it. The second thing you should be doing with your money is you should be paying down debt. Ooh, you knew I was going to talk about this. You know how much I hate debt. But seriously, jokes aside, take part of the stimulus money and use it to pay off that debt. Now, you're not sure what number to use. Here's what I would recommend. Maybe 60% of the stimulus check you use to pay down the debt. So Joel, bring up the calculator. Take $1,400 times that by 0.6. You're going to get about $840. Take that $840 and throw it across your debt. Maybe it's on one credit card, maybe you put it on the car, maybe you put it on the house, whatever the case is, take that money and start paying off your debt. Why? Because the debt is probably robbing you from actually using money the way you'd want to, right? So if you look at your budget and you look at how much debt you have, you can start to see what you can do with that money if you didn't have it. You can probably save more, you can invest more, you can do more things, you can spoil your kids, whatever the case is. So I'm always going to be a proponent of taking part of your stimulus money and using it to pay down your debt. It's going to increase your credit score. It's going to help you along the long run. It's going to make you feel good. So tip number 2, take that money and use it to pay down your debt. Now, if you don't have debt, we'll talk about that later. But for now, if you do, take some of that money and put it towards your debt. So tip number 3, make sure that part of your money is making you money, right? Make sure you're investing part of it. Now, there's different ways to invest. So if you're a private business owner, maybe you take part of that money and you throw it into your business. Maybe if you're a real estate developer or a real estate investor, take part of that money and put it into your real estate fund so you can try to acquire more assets later on in life. If you're someone like me who invests in the stock market, maybe part of this money goes into the stock market. But whatever it is, the whole objective of this dollar amount is that you're going to put money away that's going to make you money in the future. Now, how much should you actually be doing? Joel, bring up the calculator. $1,400, my advice is to probably put 20%. So it's $1,400 times 20% is going to give you about $280. Take $280 and throw it into whatever investment you're going to do. If you're someone who wants to get into the stock market and you're not too sure, here's my advice. You open any other brokerage account, doesn't make a difference, right? It could be Fidelity, it could be Robinhood, Webull, don't make a difference. And if you don't have time to sit there and trade stocks all day, which you shouldn't, what you should do is maybe just buy an ETF that just tracks the market all day long. Okay? And then you can do that for the rest of your life. Every single month you allocate money to this brokerage account and then you start to build a pretty good nest egg, not only on top of your 401k or retirement account. But regardless, whatever you're going to do with your stimulus money, 20% of it, in my opinion, should go to having your money grow your money, right? So whether it's real estate, whether it's investments, whether it's building your own business, I don't care what it is, make sure part of that money goes to building more money. And the fourth thing you should do with your money, which is, to me, probably the most important, is to be charitable with it, right? So take 10% of that $1,400 and give it away. I know, right? You want to use it for other things, but you should give it away. Why? Because I'm a very strong believer that you get what you put out, okay? Now, when I say charity, a lot of people think about church or they think about organizations and stuff like that. But it could be to your own family. It could be to your friend. Maybe somebody is down out their luck and they need a little bit more help. Whatever the case is, use some of that money to go help other people. I tell you guys a quick story. What I sometimes do is if I do have extra cash left over after I've paid myself, after I've invested, after I've done everything I wanted to do, You can just go on GoFundMe. Okay, you can go on the GoFundMe pages and you can go see where, there's a lot of people who need help, whether it's medical emergencies, unexpected death, whatever the case is. And you can donate anonymously, right? So $50 here, $20 here, $30 here, right? But take $140 and just donate it, right? Maybe you give some money to someone randomly on the street that needs the help, whatever it is. Number one, it's going to make you feel good. Number two, it's going to humble you. Number three, it's going to allow you to now get focused with your money, right? You're dictating where your money is going to go. I'm a strong believer that you invest your money, you save your money, but you also give your money, right? So make sure that part of this stimulus check goes to help other people. I know it's not the sexiest thing in the world, but to me, it's the most important. Donate your money. Trust me, you'll thank me later. There you have it. Now, there may be instances where a certain amount of categories don't apply to you. So for example, if you already have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved up, you may not have to save any of the stimulus check. If you have no debt, you have no debt to pay off. Well, you can take all that money and throw it into your investments if you wanted, or you can be more charitable, whatever the case is. The point is that when you're financially stable, you have the flexibility to do these things. And that's the point. My whole channel is going to be dedicated to specifically trying to get you out of debt and to build financial independence. So if you do get to a point where you don't have to really worry about the stimulus check and you could just throw it into your savings, or you can invest it, or you can give the whole money away, that's the whole objective. But if you take one lesson from this video, take this. Make sure that you dictate where your money is going. Don't let your money dictate where you're going. I'm Debt-Free Joel. Thank you for watching the video. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's the same handle as YouTube. I put a ton of information on there about saving, about investing, about most importantly being charitable. All right, so I'll leave you guys with this as I always do. Make sure that a part of all that you earn is yours to keep. I'm Debt-Free Joel, and I'll see you next time.